Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I think I know what this is. It's the only time I've ever seen a Civivi box be very specifically different, like themed around what's inside. I guess they do the Christmas and Halloween stuff, right? But this was a model, and I'm going to guess that these are variations. So I'm going to have them linked down in the description. You guys can check them out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those links. That's up to you. This is probably a variation of this knife, or couple variations. This was sent to me by Blade HQ, which I was not expecting. So thank you to Blade HQ. I remember this model. I remember saying at first, what's the deal with this? And I ended up liking it more than I thought I would. In fact, quite a bit. If you go back and watch the review on this knife, which will be apparent in just a second, the name of it, it grew on me. And I'll talk about why here in a second. But let's go ahead and open these up. It looks like this is the Headbanger. And I'm a fan of the heavy metal. I like those heavy metal tunes. Snap my fingers to those. Oh boy, they're nice and crispy, they are. Big fan of heavy metal. Not sure, this is a Brandon Beecher design, by the way. I don't know specifically what you know, like where the metal theme is, but the knife itself actually is cool. Okay, so the purple and black is really neat. That's fun, and that actually matches the box. So this ended up being a knife that I enjoyed for, it's kind of wonky. It has this big, long, wonky compound blade. And then it has this handle that kind of looks like it's forcing into one position, but the reality of it is, it's very, very comfortable. So we have purple micarta and I think Nitro V. Yeah, Nitro V. And then it's a simple liner lock. Very, very smooth. Curiously smooth versus Civivi's. It's so smooth that it makes me think, why are your other knives not as smooth? I think it's because of all the weight out here at the nose of the blade. But basic, straightforward liner lock. It's got good lock-in. It's got a really nice ramp for the thumb. The jimping is great. The shape of the thumb studs and the position of the thumb studs are great. It's a knife that is basic, but I ended up liking it more than I thought. When I first unboxed this, I was like, what does this have to do with heavy metal? And also, it's kind of basic, which a lot of you might be looking at this and thinking exactly the same thing. I get it. It wasn't until I carried and used it and started flipping it and just enjoying that I was like, this is kind of neat. It's pretty expensive, though. Kind of, like, bizarrely expensive. I mean, like, it should be well within budget territory, but it isn't. That was really the biggest problem that I had with this knife initially. This is not a review. These are two new variations, and I'm just going to give you guys my honest thoughts if you didn't watch my review. I want to see what this one is. What do we got here? What do we got? Is this going to be all black? I mean, you have to. With the heavy metal, you got to... Oh, well, what's going on here? That's kind of neat. Let's get the box out. Hold on. The box is right in front of my face. Okay, so one of these was green and black G10 handle. This is G10 then. Okay, so one of these, the purple one must be... Sorry, I bumped the camera there. Earthquake. Purple micarta. Yeah. And this is green and black G10. Okay, so we're matching up with the theme. Here's the thing. I look at these and I say, what does this design have to do with heavy metal? And then I realize, what am I looking for there? What is it supposed to look like? Is it supposed to look like an electric guitar? Is it supposed to have devil horns on? I mean, everything that I can think of would just be stupid for like an EDC tool. So I think it's more so like, you know, I guess like the end of the blade is pretty big and it gets pretty aggressive out here. Like it does look like a pretty, a plain but fairly aggressive blade. Anything that you could do to embellish this in a way that it sort of adopted this heavy metal theme, I think would, one, look a little stupid, and two, primarily would make it less utilitarian. You know, having it shaped like a flying V guitar, or, you know, having like a demon face. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. And like everybody's definition of like what depicts true metal is different, right? And it is, of course, it is very cliche for metalheads to point out what is and is not metal. I would say the most as someone who likes metal, and no, I'm not going to list what bands, because then ironically everybody's going to jump in and talk about whether or not they're metal. As a metal fan, I can tell you that the most obnoxious group of people, as far as, you know, people who are enthusiasts of a certain genre of music, the most obnoxious people are metalheads. They're the most stuck up, snobby, know-it-all, ironically holier than thou people. Oh my God, metalheads all seem to hate each other. They like, you know, a lot of them like the same music, but as far as all of the different genres and subgenres of metal, right? For all of the different ones, and then you'll have people talking about how, you know, the vast majority of them aren't even metal, and true metal has to sound. It is so freaking obnoxious. I got to the point where I just couldn't stand it, and I just listen to whatever I feel. I call it all metal, and I just say, well, if that bothers you, then, you know, roll yourself up like a roly-poly and jump in a lake. I just don't even care, you know. As far as like heavy music or aggressive music, right, I just all sort of smash it all together, and if it sounds good, I listen to it, and if I don't listen to it. But how you depict that properly with an object like a pocket knife, I have no idea. So it's very likely that he threw his hands up and said, I like metal, I'm going to make something that looks metal to me, and if people don't agree with it, who cares, right? And if that was his perspective, hats off to him, because he probably came to the same conclusion that I did about the heavy metal community. There are, and by the way, it's not everybody who's like this. As long as the, you know, said other metalhead is an enjoyer of the same genre or subgenre as you're probably good. But once it gets into like theory and like identifying true metal and praising older bands or certain bands and not these bands and this band, like insufferable people can't stand it. So anyways, this is the Headbanger, and it's a cool liner lock. It's you know, it's a pretty aggressive big boy. It's a lot smoother than you might think. I like the toxic green and subtle green and black here. It's kind of expensive, curiously expensive. I'm not really sure why they want $89 for it. In my opinion, this probably should be right around $65, maybe 70. Lot of material, but that's about it. So it's cool. These exist. I've already reviewed these knives. I think it's neat that they did two different versions. But this knife grew on me. Maybe it'll grow on you. I'll link it down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. That rhymed. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.